Have you been looking around Roblox noticing there's unlimited games but no games to play? Is everything just too boring for you? Or not your type of game? You wanna try something new but just can't find any more good games? Is mayonnaise an instrument? Worry not, citizen, because I have a game for you. Welcome to Forsaken, a game filled with awesome music, funny ragdolls, surprisingly good lore, and is somehow connected to Item Asylum, which makes sense because these hitboxes might as well be dependent on luck. No! Whoa, what? Forsaken is essentially like Pillar Chase 2 or Dead by Daylight. If they weren't so goddamn killer-sighted. If you don't know what Dead by Daylight is, then be grateful. One player becomes the killer and up to 8 other players are survivors. Now, if you don't sniff glue, you probably figured out that the killer has to kill all survivors in order to win, and the survivors just have to wait out until the timer runs out. Funny enough, in theory, you could kill the killer, but don't get your hopes up, that practically never happens. You've probably seen a bunch of those games already, but the big difference here is the killer is gonna get more bullied than you'd expect. Each round lasts about 4 to 5 minutes, with the time increasing by 35 seconds for each survivor that dies. There are currently 4 killers, 9 survivors, 5 maps, and 27 fucking Shedletsky skins. Let's go over the killers first. A man whose identity is concealed by a crude hockey mask, wielding various tools and driven by a thirst for the cat-mouse chase. His hands and weapons are always stained with blood. He enters his damnation armed with his infamous machete and a chainsaw he found in a cabin. Jason Voorhees. Like every other game where he's a killer, this schizophrenic's motivation to kill stems from his ghost mom telling him to kill everyone, which might as well be someone talking to him through a Neuralink chip that's been injected in his head when he was asleep. He has 1250 HP, has regular speed, he's completely melee, but he has 4 abilities. His primary is just a slash that applies bleeding. Second ability, called Behead, also a slash, but it applies helpless, which basically means fuck you, you can't use any of your abilities. Third ability, Gashing Wound. You can't use this while running, but when you hit someone with it, you do a combo in which Jason kindly demonstrates his amazing chiropractic abilities to whoever is fortunate enough to get hit by this. Fourth ability, Raging Pace. Become enraged. While enraged, you're slightly faster than walking speed but slower than running speed, while you're still regenerating stamina to a certain point. And the next use of any ability is Empowered. Your primary just does a dash and deals more damage, and all other abilities deal more damage and get less of a cooldown. Jason is overall pretty solid for a killer, but he has a surprisingly high skill ceiling, which kind of defeats the point that he's the first killer you get. An adopted son from a single father with childlike curiosity, but with the strength of a monster. He appears as a red, flesh-like humanoid that can kill fast and traverse fast. He's known for his association with a vandalization group called Team Cool Kid. For those of you who use their eyes to read and brain to think, might have deduced that this killer is barely adolescent. Not just his name, but his voice lines also indicate that he's just a kid. One of the survivors, 007 and 7, I personally just call him 07, is actually his adoptive father, but Cool Kid doesn't know what's happening around him and just thinks he's playing with the survivors, which clearly is not the case. This killer is probably the fandom's favorite, which honestly I can't blame them, because I find these images where he's just a bean quite humorous. Cool Kid's the fastest acting killer in the game in terms of abilities. He's got the same running speed as Jason, but walks slightly slower. Primary is just a punch. Second ability, Corrupt Nature. Throw a projectile that damages and slows the first one hit. Third ability, Walk Speed Override. Slide forwards for 2 seconds. If hit, it deals damage and burns the first survivor hit. You're gonna miss this one a lot though, so. Fourth ability, Pizza Delivery. Summon 2 dudes that chase after survivors. As I said, Cool Kid's the fastest acting killer. The issue is he has no ESP, which I have no idea what it stands for, but it basically just means reveal abilities. He doesn't have a direct reveal ability, but his pizza delivery guys chase after any survivor that's close enough. No matter where they are, they can just do that. And if the clones are close enough to hit someone, that survivor is gonna get revealed to Cool Kid. The physical manifestation of pure malice, hatred, and negativity himself. The one who despises no one else more than the former admin Shedletsky. With the demon shank in his hands, he can summon beings of rot from the deceased, as well as target survivors from afar, poisoning them in the process. The urban legend 1X. I know his full name is 1x1x1x1, but I ain't doing all that. According to the rumor, 1x is a being from the 4th dimension that hated Roblox for being 3-dimensional and vowed to destroy it. In reality, 1x was just a Roblox test account made by Shadletsky. This guy's got dapper skins, he has 1100 HP, and he's the slowest killer in the game in every aspect, but he deals the most damage. Primary ability is a slash. Anyone he hits gets poison. Second ability, mass infection. Wind up and throw a big ass projectile that deals damage. And in melee, it deals even more damage because for some reason it has 2 hitboxes. Third ability, entanglement. Another projectile, it has a shorter wind up and it's smaller, but it keeps survivors in place until they complete a minigame. Fourth ability, unstable eye. Reveal all survivors, but delete your glasses. Fifth ability, rejuvenate the rotten. Bring back anyone you killed as a minion. Thing is, this is basically only usable once or twice, because the cooldown is 200 seconds. If you kill one of your minions, you get a speed boost, which in a chase is extremely useful. The defunct code of the early days of Roblox courses through their body, consuming his mind as he now only focuses on one thing: to kill everyone in his path. An unstoppable force entering the round with a strategical mind. He's able to set traps, summon walls to back survivors into a corner, and leave behind a faint trail that damages those who step in it. They're all yours, Mr. Doe. John Doe was a regular guy that even had a wife, but got corrupted by an error in Roblox's code that made him what he is now. He is incapable of speech and has no apparent idea what's happening around him. John Doe is slower than Cool Kid and Jason, but faster than 1x. His primary is just a slash. I have to explain this again. Second ability, corrupt energy. Slam your hands into the ground and summon spikes that can trap survivors. If hit directly, it also deals damage. Third ability, digital footprint. Shard on the ground, and whoever steps in it gets revealed and slowed while you get a speed boost. They also take damage. Fourth ability, 404 error. Reveal every survivor on the map for 4 seconds. That's it. No drawback, no none, that's it. Okay, well, you stand still for a little bit while doing it, but like... Up until recently, John Doe was the worst killer because everything he does took so extremely long that half of the things weren't even gonna be used because it just wasn't worth it. For example, in a chase, if you were to use your spikes, the survivor would be over land and mountains before you even get to summon the spikes. And in my personal experience, I almost never use the traps because they just take so long to do that any survivor nearby already had their legs in their hand by the time I got the trap down. But now they buffed him. They shortened every wind up. That's pretty cool. Every killer has their ups and downs. They are all equal after accepting the fact that 1x is the dev's favorite. Now, real talk though, I don't think the devs have a favorite on killers, but if we talk about survivors, they're not even hiding it! Let's go through them one by one. But first, there's roles. Survivalists, sentinels, and supports. All of them start with S. I didn't even notice. Now, first up, survivalists. They save themselves and no one else. Maybe serve as a distraction. Noob. First survivor you get, he has 2 charges of Bloxy Cola, which makes him move faster, and 1 charge of Slate Skin Potion, which practically makes him but slows him down. Both of those have a wind up, so don't use them mid-chase. They also have a Ghost Burger, which makes them undetectable and somewhat... You can't drink both sodas at once, but I can't blame you if you tried. There's even an achievement for that. 07 can send the clone forward and can control it to either walk in a random direction, like an absolute buffoon, follow the player's cursor, or run towards the furthest survivor spawn. Second ability winds up for 6 seconds, then teleports him across the map. 2 time does nothing, fucking dies, and revives just to do nothing all over again. Sentinels. They can protect themselves and others by stopping the killer. Guest 1337 can charge at the killer to push them. Second ability allows him to block an attack, and upon successful blocking, he can beat the bricks out of the killer. Shadletsky can swing his sword to stun the killer and eat fried chicken to heal himself. Chance can flip a coin to get up to 3 charges of each ability. After using one of them, you need to flip again to gain more charges. With said charges, you can gamble your HP amount from 60 up to 120, and the more charges you have, the more likely it is that you get higher HP. Same goes for your gun. The more charges you have, the higher that your gun will actually shoot. But It also has to do nothing or explode in your face. With each failed coin flip, you get weakness and it stacks. At one point, the killer might as well just fart on you and you die. Supports can barely defend themselves, but they can heal and everyone else on the team. Elliot can throw a pizza that heals allies. His second ability increases his speed for some time, and this ability can only be recharged if he has healed someone with his pizza. Builderman can place a turret and a dispenser. They can't be too close to each other though. The dispenser heals all survivors nearby, and the turret shoots and slows the killer when in range. Dasakar floats, and therefore does not have any footsteps. His first ability practically immobilizes him and targets a survivor to shield them for some time. During this, the shield survivor still takes damage, but significantly less. Second ability shoots a beam that slows the killer and gives speed to survivors. You can only hit one survivor at a time though. Anyway, moving on. Oh no, my teammate needs help. I'm gonna have to use my fabled block ability. Yeah. I gotta get out of here. Bro, what? Oh. 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 The fuck are the others? Oh. Oh. No. Oh, there they are. No, he whiffed it. Okay. Alright, that one goes there. That one there. That one there. Oh, sorry, excuse me, sir. I'm fixing something. Okay, cool, thanks. Oh, I thought he was new to the game. Oh. What on earth? Oh, no. Nope. Get out of here. Is that the crying one? Come on, block it. Or just run. Oh, it was a goody game. No. Me bomb! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! What? Yo. I don't think that's 18 damage, bro. I don't think that's 18 damage. I don't.
Yeah, dude, I don't think you can pop that in time.
Way. Yeah, I told you to not go that way. Alright, here, catch.
Bro died.
I'll put up a fight.
You did not put up a fight, bro.
Hey, bro, how many times did you hit him, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can't even hit him.
Wait, did you even hit me once, Ramiro?
I hit you like twice.
You sure?
Are you
you
sure?
like missed?
No, I missed a really crucial one, but like, yeah, that doesn't matter. That skin's gotta be paid to lose, bro. What's the point?
It basically is.
I saw him like crouch down from like a mile away.
You're gonna fight anyone, fight me.
God.
I pick on someone your own size.
Please stun him. I'm in 11 HP.
Bro missed.
Me bomb. Okay, I missed. I'm good, dude.
No! Do people have the Memorian skin for Shedletsky?
Booyah.
Haha. Later. I might be dead here.
Is that you dancing?
Yeah.
This guy's dying. You're just sitting there doing nothing.
I'm dancing to Nugene. Bye.
Alright, later. The fuck happened to this guy?
Shout! I shall have your heart on a harpoon. Shout! The fault lies with you again. Stagger. Yeah. Strike me down. That sword was used pierce my heart. Mine.
Oh.
Miba!